Doing a little rearranging here today in the loft above the shop. This is where some of my 3D printers reside, and if you watch any of my previous videos, you've probably seen the Creality printers that were always sitting here. Well, they're not going to be here anymore. I moved my first X1 Carbon in here on this heavy stainless steel table. The carts I had before, like I use on the Creality printers, just weren't heavy duty enough and they would shake with these Core XY printers. That's also why my kitty sits over there on the hard counter. And what I have here now is another X1 Carbon, just came. I'm going to get that one set up. And I changed around how I store some things, so yeah, a little bit different view up here, but got another X1 Carbon, and no, Bambu Labs did not give that to me. I've been buying these to replace some of my older printers with. These are much, much faster. One thing I will say though, I ordered a bunch of extra filament. I go through lots of filament here, and Bambu Labs has always in the past been very, very good about how they packed it, but well, if you take a look here, they didn't do so good. Well, Bambu Labs, if you're listening at all this or watching it, you need to do a whole lot better job with packaging your filament when it's shipped. This is how it came. No cushioning or anything, and there was just a jumbled up mess, and it looked like UPS actually had to retape the box. It was just absolutely falling apart. So yeah, that's bad on your part. Okay, this one here also has the AMS with it, and I know it's inside. I need to unwrap the plastic and take the AMS out and put the screen on and do all the setup and everything. I did do a video on when I set the my first one up that I'll put a link in the description on or at the end of the video where that is. So, got to get busy here. Yeah, it looks like I'll be contacting support guys. Okay, it's been about a month since I started this video. I'll unbox this X1 Carbon here, and let me start off by saying I am a Bambu Labs fan. I absolutely love their printer. The X1 Carbon, I mean, it just produces. I've had a couple print failures in there, but a couple of those were operator error, so to speak. So that was on me. I've never really had a print fail as being a fault of the printer. Okay, this one, brand new, never been used, still hasn't been used. It's been like a month since I started this video. What happens is when you turn it on the screen, the backlight will come on and then it'll go off, and it'll come on and it'll go off, but you never actually have any graphics up there, so you can't actually do anything. So my first thought was that the little cable that runs from the AP board right up inside here to the screen, little flat ribbon cable, I thought, well, maybe that's bad. And I have a spare, because that's something that can be easily damaged. So I put my spare in there, brand new. But that did not fix the problem. So okay, take it to tech support. It was during the holidays, you know, between Christmas and New Year's, so yeah, I benefit of the doubt there, give them some time to reply. A couple days I get a reply back. They want to know the status of the different LEDs. On the AP board, there's a main power one that's on steady, and then another one that is supposed to flash. Then there are some other LEDs too that are supposed to be lit, and they were. So, what's the status of them? I told them, on the AP board, I do not get any flashing LED there. It's dark. The other one's steady on, but the one that's supposed to flash doesn't. So another couple days go by, I get a reply back. Well, what are the statuses of the LEDs? I already answered that. It's like scroll down in the email, it's there. So I just assumed it was the AP board. I need to get this printer going because I actually sold a couple of my other printers, because one of these can easily take the place of two of these bed slingers like I've got back behind me back here. So I just bought an AP board. I shouldn't have to do that. I paid $1,400 for the printer. Now I'm spending $129 for an AP board. But I need to get this thing going. So put the new AP board in. I told them, tech support, what I was doing. And they said, well, if it fixes the problem, we'll refund you the money. Okay, so put the AP board in. Now I got a flashing LED. I'm supposed to have. All the other LEDs are doing what they're supposed to do. The screen still doesn't work. Okay, bad screen? No. I could take this off and put it on that one and it'll work just fine. Because I've already done that, swapped them back and forth to make sure that wasn't the issue. So back to tech support. Okay, AP board replaced. Now I have the flashing LED, but I still don't have the screen, and that was last week. And this is Wednesday of this week. They have not heard back, so I am not pleased. Starting to remind me a little bit of Creality and their horrible tech support, but I learned how to work on all the printers and take care of everything and myself. But with a brand new printer like this, especially one that's what I call high-end, I shouldn't be having these problems, and they should be getting on this. So what's my recourse now if I'm basically been ghosted? I guess I'll dispute the charge on the credit card. Say, you know, this piece of crap doesn't work. Send me another one, or give me a refund, and I will buy another one. Like I said, it's an excellent machine. I just happen to have a lemon here, and they're not doing anything about it. So there's my little rant about Bambu and their tech support. Printer-wise, I actually love their products. Filament too. I mean, I'm loaded up here with their filament. I use it constantly, no problems there. I had a problem with this one. I do have an A1 on order coming, but you gotta fix this. So there's my rant. I'm Roger in the loft above the shop. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and I'll keep you informed on how this develops.